Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with my man, the former world champion, Jamel Herring. How's it going?
Everything's good, bro. Can't complain, man. Just happy to be out here, you know?
Now, obviously, this is going to be a huge fight.
Yeah.
Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Undisputed, lightweight. How do you see this, in your great boxing analyst mind?
I see it as tighter than what people may give it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't draw so much on the size and the age and things like that because I'm pretty sure that the things that people are constantly putting out there is gonna be an issue. It's with guys like Lomachenko, who's an experienced fighter. You know, he's probably reading all this too as well, and they're working on these things, to counter it during the fight night. But then on Devin Haney's side, he has everything in his favor. He has a size advantage, speed, reach, height, and he's hungry. He's hungry, and he's fighting for legacy. So it's a good fight.
Seeing the fact that this fight might potentially be, Devin's last, fight at 135, and potentially the winner of this fight, and a lot of people is favoring Devin. How does he favor against the other lightweights? Like a Tank, and does that weight drain? Being at a weight for so long does affect the performance in the future?
I mean, of course. I mean, I think this morning they had reports saying that he had I think his third attempt. He made weight on his third attempt, or whatever. And remind you, that was an early weigh-in. That was an early weigh-in basically to work in his favor. If you look at it, because now he has a whole day to rehydrate until tomorrow night, and he had issues with the weight. So you gotta look at things like that. And like I said on Twitter, health before wealth. Devin Haney, he's done. If you look at it, he's done everything he needed to do at lightweight, meaning that he got all the belts. I feel like him staying is just basically a bonus for the fans because we know about these things with Devin in terms of wanting to move up to 140 and so on. So that's the real question, really. But if he does decide to stay, I would like to see him fight. Well, if he wins after tomorrow night as well, I would love to see him fight Shakur or even Tank, and for everything.
You've been in a ring with Shakur, just in that sense of Shakur and Devin matchup. A lot of people's looking at it as a super technical chess match. Do you see anyone favoring in that particular fight, or how that fight goes?
Like I say, I'm not biased. Like I said, I'm not making any money off of it anyway. But I would think you probably would have to favor Shakur Stevenson just because of everything Shakur has done so far in terms of being a two-divisional world champion, a unified world champion. Don't get me wrong, Undisputed, of course, is always a goal. So you give Devin that, but just in terms of the body of work, you probably would lean towards Shakur, and then you can see, he's gotten better over the past 2-3 years, whatever. Just stepping his game up. And I believe it depends, like I said, how the fight goes tomorrow with Devin, and if Devin goes in there and totally dominates, then we really got something to really speak on. But until then, in terms of just today and now, I would say I would definitely favor Shakur Stevenson.
Now a fight that might happen with Shakur and they've been brewing back and forth is Jermaine Ortiz. Is another person you share the ring with.
That's my man. Shout out to my man Jermaine Ortiz, man. Me and Jermaine, we've been talking a lot lately, over the past few weeks or so. Shout out to my man Jermaine Ortiz. That's a good fight too. That's a good fight. Jamel Ortiz is he's very technical. That's why I call him the technician. He's very technical. He has youth on the side as well. Shakur is young as well. That's actually a good fight. That's actually a good fight for the both of them.
If you gave a percentage, how would it look? Like 60-40 or, because he had a great showing against Lomachenko.
I'll give it a 60-40. I'll give it a 60 or 45 or 45-55-ish. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Something like in terms because they're both young and skilled. But they're both good athletes. Shakur is definitely, we say he's on a different level, of course, like I said, with his resume. But Jermaine Ortiz is probably one of the top contenders in the division. So you got to look at that as well. So you got to give credit. I give credit to where credit is due. But of course, people are going to definitely favor Shakur Stevenson. But I'm just saying, Jermaine Ortiz, he's going to be there. He's going to be there to fight as well.
My last question overall, they announced yesterday Ryan's new trainer with Derek James. You've had great success making transitions in that process. Ryan going to Derek James, just what's your thoughts and just that whole process of?
I'm sorry. No, my daughter's calling. I'm trying to tell my wife, hey, the bed, my daughter's calling. But no, for me, Derek James is a great trainer. I got mad love with Derek. I actually called out to Derek to train me before I went to Bomac and butted him a few years ago, whatever. You know, but Derek, he couldn't do it because his schedule was tight, and he doesn't like working with a lot of fighters because he told me he likes to give every fighter their own amount of space and attention. So I give him respect for that. But I think it all comes down to Ryan Garcia. If you really ask me, the fighter has to want to want to do it. You know what I mean? Because we've heard things with Joe Goosen saying that Ryan Garcia is going to do what Ryan Garcia wants to do. We know about the issues he had with the Reynoso camp. So again, it mainly falls on Ryan. Ryan has to be motivated. Ryan has all the tools and skills to be a champion. He has everything we need. You need to be a champion. Just again, he just has to have the focus and the hunger. You can have all the tools that you want, but they're useless if you don't commit to what you have in your arsenal.
Well, awesome. Look, I appreciate the time. Looking forward to more breakdowns. You're one of the best guys on Twitter.
Thank you, man.
Former world champion, and love anytime they put you on ESPN to do breakdowns and stuff like that, and being a manager with other fighters. You're doing great big things, and looking forward to what's next.
Thank you, man.